So how do we build muscle on a plant-based diet? Well, first of all, if you're watching this video, you're probably wanting to build muscle on a plant-based diet because you're also concerned about your health and want to maintain health and longevity and still look really good. So I just want to say straight up front that, if you want to build muscle really fast, eating a lot of meat and eating a lot of these, taking a lot of these protein shakes with MSG and all these things that force fats into the muscle, there's no doubt about it, that is the fastest way to do it. That's why traditional bodybuilders eat meat 5 times a day or high protein, and they're taking these protein powders with these different things mixed in to really put fats into the muscle. But if you want to maintain a level of health and longevity, it's really easy to find out these days that if you just go Google plant-based bodybuilders, there's hundreds of them, probably thousands of them now, that are building really amazing physique and muscle and doing it from a much healthier perspective. So how do we actually do it? Well, beans, peas, hemp seeds, nuts and seeds, all these things are actually really high in protein. So if you want to be healthy, I would recommend maintaining more of a balanced diet. But these are the things that you can basically include into your diet. Now, building muscle is also about putting in the work. If you look at every bodybuilder out there, or you're just wanting to build muscle, it's gonna take work. So what builds muscle? It's actually doing the strength training. It's doing dynamic movements that build muscle. It's potentially boosting testosterone and human growth hormone. There's a study that recently came out that showed high intensity training in conjunction with what's called intermittent fasting boosts something called human growth hormone by 2,000%. That means if one day I go out and I do a bunch of sprints, or I just do a bunch of burpees, or swim as hard as I can, anything that's pushing as hard as you can for short periods of time. So that's like 20 to 30 second high burst and then rest, and you do that about 6 times over. This radically increases human growth hormone and testosterone, which is gonna make it a lot easier to build muscle. So I would do one day high intensity training and the next day some form of strength training where you're really hitting muscles to the point of fatigue to build muscle. Then it's all about, okay, having the right amount of nutrition. So what's the nutrition we're looking for to build muscle? Everybody knows it's protein. But really it comes down to the amino acids. And the truth is, the highest form of bioavailable amino acids in the world is a little sprout, a little grass called alfalfa. It's actually a complete protein that has more bioavailable proteins than anything else. And it just so happens that I've created an actual product, greens, and the main component of this is alfalfa. So even though it seems interesting, it's like, oh, just having some greens can build muscle. Yes, because it's providing your body with the highest amount of bioavailable amino acids on the planet. So what I mean by bioavailable is, if I take the highest form of amino acids and proteins in the form of like a green drink, I drink this, it comes into my body, it goes into my small intestine, and my body can literally grab those amino acids, put them into my blood, and take them to all of my muscles and start to feed my muscles these proteins and these building blocks for muscle. Whereas if I eat a steak or I eat chicken or hamburger or something of that nature, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of hydrochloric acid to break down that protein. A lot of the protein, just from the cooking process, denatures the protein and it's not actually bioavailable. So when I eat a steak, it takes a lot of energy. There's a lot less bioavailable protein. I'm still gonna get the protein, but it's gonna take a lot of energy for that process, and it's also gonna produce a lot of acids during the process. So drinking something like this, I'm alkalizing my body, I'm getting all the amino acids, there's not a lot of energy that's used to get it. Whereas eating the meat, it's taking a lot of energy, it's using a lot of hydrochloric acid, a lot of acid is produced. So in time and distance, I've got to eat more meat to get the same amount of amino acids. and it's also starting to destroy my digestive system, starting to create fatigue because of all the energy it takes to get that protein. So that's what I mean by bioavailable, is the body can uptake it very easily without putting out a lot of work. So that's it. If you want to check it out, it takes a lot of work. You got to be committed to the process. Get a personal trainer or somebody else that's building muscle. Follow what it is they're doing. Look at your diet and your nutrition so that you don't develop chronic fatigue and major digestive conditions and other types of issues that a lot of bodybuilders deal with. So for the longevity side of things, plant-based building muscle is definitely the best way to go.